In this week's episode,
we have a leak inside the boat.
Plus, we get started with the walls.
We have a deadline approaching very quickly.
But first, there's always time for a spot of foraging.
If this is a puffball, it needs gathering, right?
Hi, we're Jack, Gabby, and this is Tilly. We've lived on the water for 3 years and we love this lifestyle. For us, it's about living slowly with intention. We are now taking on a new challenge. We've bought a sailaway, a narrowboat shell, and we're turning this into a fully solar-powered, off-grid eco-home. Join us for the journey.
Now obviously, one of the first rules of foraging is to stick to footpaths and not deviate. However, I don't agree with food waste. So if this is a puffball, it needs gathering, right? That's justified.
If this is what we think it might be, then it could be an exciting forage. Puffball mushrooms are delicious. If you've not come across one before, they're big, white, round, and can grow as big as a football.
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Mushroom or not?
Exciting. Puffball, mushroom, risotto we're thinking of making, or maybe puffball steaks. It's now turned into a game of five-a-side.
Before we make it back to the boat, the heavens open.
Can you just repeat what you just said to me, please?
So I think what I'm gonna buy myself is a all-in-one onesie that zips up, that's waterproof. So when you're walking out on the towpath with Tilly in this torrential rain, I can then get back to the boat, take it off and be dry. I don't see what's so bad about
An
that.
all-in-one onesie.
Yeah.
If you see someone wandering around in like scuba diving gear, it's Gabby.
I'm gonna get one.
This is awful.
Yeah, we're sheltering. The boat's like less than a 5-minute walk away, but look at that weather. If you had an all-in-one onesie, you'd be fine.
We have a problem. We have a leak inside the boat. It's rained really heavily the last few nights, and when we've come back to open up the boat each morning, there's been a really big water patch, and I think it's because this, our mushroom vent, is letting water in. So the job for this morning is to come down here with a trusty old screwdriver and big tube of sealant, take this off, reseal it, and hopefully that'll stop our leak. Can't get this bit off. It's so tight. Idiot. If at first you don't succeed, have a swig of coffee and try again. You can see where the sealant that the guys applied, well, the builders of the boat applied a couple of weeks ago, it hasn't quite squidged all the way around. So we've got a little loose point here, which is obviously where the water is coming in, which is annoying, but also a good thing, because it means that I know where the leak is and it's going to be an easy fix. And now I need to clean around where the hole was, and I think I'm going to get in trouble for this because I haven't got any like proper cleaning fluid, but Gabby recently had her nose pierced, and I'm thinking that this stuff, which is antiseptic body piercing lotion, is basically like an alcohol rub you're meant to put on your piercing when it's just done apparently. This will probably clean it.
Oh yeah, well done, you're doing good work here. Good work. No, why are you using my stuff? Why is that out here? I need that because I've got a sore nose.
I did tell you that when she would find out about this, she would kick off. Hang on, where can I put you? Can I put you, hang on.
Is that the only amount that you're using? Because you're not having any more of it.
I needed it because I needed to clean around where the old sealant was.
Have you got any of it dirty? Because that's antiseptic for my nose.
I know it is. It's an alcohol
yes, I know
rub.
exactly what it is.
Yeah, and I had to clean around there, so I've used it to clean around the
hole.
hole.
Are you done with it now?
Yeah.
And
I just need a little bit.
Of mine bit dirty.
No, you've been fine on your nose. Anyway, so I need to just finish off this then.
It's a bit chilly today, isn't it?
No.
Earlier I was working.
Yeah.
I stood in the doorway so that the sun was on my back to warm me up, and I felt my back and it was boiling hot.
That is such an interesting story, and there'll be more fun stories like that from Gabby later.
It's moments like that though, when
Okay.
you really appreciate
I'm going to crack on. So.
Okay, I'll go back to work.
Okay,
Well,
bye.
I'm not making you a tea then.
I don't want a chi.
I'm not making you a tea either.
It's not the neatest siliconing job in the world. I'll be honest with you, whenever I've had to seal anything, it's always been quite messy, but if it keeps the water out, then that's the main thing. I'm going to tidy up around the edges now, and hopefully that we job done. Can I just show you the canal? It's really beautiful at the moment. It's kind of that lovely golden light. Hang on. Here we go.
A new day, a new task. It's time to start the cladding.
Right, I'm going to come down that end and measure a metre off there as well.
We are going to preserve, is that the right word? Treat our cladding before we put it on the wall. But Tilly keeps thinking that the cladding is her bed area, so it'll be a bit of a challenge to try and do this without her getting on it.
Once the first few boards are up on the wall, things start moving a lot faster.
We have a deadline approaching very quickly, so 3 days from now the electrician comes, and in order for him to run the wires he needs the whole boat to be lined, so we've really got to get a move on.
After the first day of cladding, we have one half of one side done. So we really need to speed up. Today starts with the fiddly hatch.
Do you reckon fit first time, or? Let's find out. Actually really pleased with that. A little trim at the bottom.
We've not made much progress today before the next delivery arrives to the car park. It's our ply for the bottom half of the walls.
Tills, you are going to have to move. Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you, we ended up putting the camera down for the next few days. We had the looming deadline of Phil the electrician coming, and really needed to make some decent headway.
I've not been on the boat for a couple of days because I've been working. So coming back on board, there has been so much done in here that Jack's done. He's finished cladding the whole top half of the walls, and he started putting the ply on the bottom half underneath the gunwales, but we have forgotten to seal the wood that's going on the bottom half. So this morning's job is to take them all back off, just the bottom half, seal the edges, seal the back, and then we can hopefully today finish the whole lining of the inside of the boat.
Putting the plyboard on was a bit of a nightmare because there's these battens that run horizontally along here, and I could not work out where each one is. So trying to screw the plyboard onto the battens, honestly, it's like stabbing in the dark. So you can see here a very neat job where I've done about 3 different screw holes trying to find the batten. They all run at different heights. So what I'm doing now is when we take these plyboards off, I'm just circling around the actual screw hole and not the ones which are just empty holes going to nothing. Loving the welly look to that.
But I've not put my slippers on, I'm not sure why. The main bit of painting the wood, or sealing the wood, is very tedious. I've come up with a very method. 2 paintbrushes, double the time.
Should be half the time.
Half the time.
2 paintbrushes, double the time.
I think it probably is double the time because it's a bit hard to coordinate with your hands up.
It's more fun.
So look, I'd mess with that. New technique.
What is it now? What are you doing? Just ignore her back there. It's kind of like a bit of a boring day. We've been getting all the bottom lining all sorted, which means having to seal each big ply sheet and get them all screwed up against the wall. Tomorrow we have our electrician coming, and he's meant to be running the wires for all the electrics inside the boat. Although we've got a bit of a doubt as to whether or not it will happen because we've obviously lined the inside and we're just trying to work out how he's going to run the wires when the walls have already got their lining on them. I mean, he told us to line the boat, so we'll have to wait and see. Either by the end of this week we will have electrics, or we'll be ripping out all of our cladding so that he can put the wires behind it. It's the fun of boat building. The fun of being a boat building novice.
Thanks for watching. Next week, see if we do have to take the walls back down. Our reclaimed flooring arrives, and we should be starting on the ceiling, if everything goes to time.
If you've enjoyed this video, please give us a like and be sure to subscribe. And we'll see you next week.
Do you want anything like us one?
Yeah, it's really similar.